I'm just so thrilled with every little part of this adventure. And now as I'm leaving tomorrow, I'm just reflecting on the last little bit of my journey here. I left Samburu Sopa Lodge and went straight to a place called Kisima Farm. And this is a place where I met with Elizabeth, who is the daughter of Ken and Marion, who I had stayed with in Suyin. Now, I had not met Elizabeth, or I had not seen Elizabeth since 2011, about 14 years ago. She is now a vet, and it was fun to talk shop a little bit about horses and what she encountered here in Kenya, and we swapped some stories back and forth. And we went for a nice long walk in Kisima, which is a really large farm where they grow flowers and some tea, and I believe there's fish, milk, everything. Very big farm, and it was kind of neat to see how that runs. We hiked all the way up to the airstrip that's on the property, and as we hiked, I guess I didn't see any, but I believe there's baboons in the whole area, and we just had to also watch the dogs when we took them with us for the hike, that they didn't get any thorns in their feet. As we went out up into the fields of Kisima Farm, it was very unique in that it kind of gave me the impression that it was like some wispy, foggy English moor or something. The way it was very different from the dry Samburu area, much higher towards Mount Kenya and colder. The next day in the morning, I worked with some of the people who work on her horses' feet, and I did a little seminar, a couple hours with them, and we went over all the feet of Elizabeth's horses there. They're doing a great job, and we just did a few minor tweaks with the horses' hooves, just showed them a few little techniques that I like to use in California. Later that afternoon, I left to go back to Nanyuki for a couple of days. Yeah, I even had a little spare time here in Nanyuki to find a old abandoned playground where I did a few chin-ups and exercises that I could find and do. So actually, where I ended up staying for the night, it's called Anka Resort in Nanyuki, or just outside of Nanyuki. Really nice little spot here, and the receptionist took me for a little hike around the place, and it was really neat to see how everything is self-sustaining. They filter their own water, have their own huge boiling center. If the hot water goes out, they can continue giving their guests hot water. And they have all their own gardens, huge gardens. It's just fantastic, beautiful, plentiful for the chef to use. And apparently what they end up doing here is, as a sending off gift, they give a box full of vegetables to anyone who comes. Unfortunately, I probably can't take that on the plane, so I don't get any veggies, but that's okay. And they also have lots of lambs here, so I imagine that's what last night's stew was. And yeah, Anka. It's always sad to leave when you meet such wonderful people and fall in love with the land. And but my life back home in the States is awaiting, and so are my horses. So I've got to get back.